Good morning, everyone. How you guys doing? Banana, Peter's vagina. Like to punch bananas in the face, but not on Monday. Every other day of the week is fine, but not Monday. I'm on a horse. Why is my sub-alert where it is? It needs to be somewhere else, but I can't select it. Wait, is that even the sub-alert? No, that's a sound effect for the sub-alert. Where's the sub-alert? Alerts. It needs to be up here. Thank you. I have some hats to tip, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Skip. I have a lot of hats to tip.
Hold
on, let me get the replica to go here. Aw, you guys. I do not deserve this. Zotu, thank you so much for 36 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. DNA Factory, thank you so much for 54 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Anarchist Koala FM, thank you so much for 18 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Lino 111, thank you so much for 36 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. The Power, thank you so much for 24 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Emma Rat, thank you so much for 6 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Blurgage, thank you so much for 77 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Type 999, thank you for 11 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Rome 89, thank you for 81 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Rick Oss, thank you for gifting out 5 subs. Tippity. Rumblebee, thank you so much for 26 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Newtalk Rain, thank you so much for priming with. Tip, out of you, sir. Belverder, thank you so much for 68 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. A404, not 5, thank you so much for priming with. Tip, out of you, sir. Yarnia, thank you so much for 25 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Sabine 96, thank you so much for 73 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Beer 9, thank you so much for 32 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I made my money, I'm off again. Bye-bye. Frozen Necro, thank you so much for 5 months in a row. Tip, out of you, sir. Sounds about right.
Welcome back.
Most honest streamer. I'm sorry for leaving you guys again. I had a couple of opportunities to stream, but I just didn't really... I couldn't really get into the right mood for the past few weeks because of, reasons. So, but anyway, here we are. We are back and we are starting something fresh. I could have continued with the dwarves, but I felt like it's been so long, so... we're gonna do something else entirely, and we're gonna be playing with horses. Job's done. Yes, exactly. Job's done. Least greedy Dutchman. Exactly. That's how we operate. Look at his horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. It tastes just like raisins. So, we are going to be playing as, we're still going to be doing anbennar, because that's just the thing that I feel like playing the most. And we're going to be playing with the Centaurs. Now, we were looking at Centaurs in the Dwarf campaign for a little bit, because there were these rams that I could use, Ram Cav, and I thought Ram Cav was great, except that dwarves can't go 100% Cav to infantry ratio, and then someone was like, hey, you should take a look at Centaurs. And I took a look at Centaurs, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting. So, basically, we are like the Mongols or something, or the Jurchens. I guess Mongols would be somewhat applicable. We're horse people. We used to be united, and then we collapsed when the leader died. So we are totally not the Mongols. You stopped at the dwarves when they were getting fun. Yeah, I heard that. And we might come back to the dwarves at some point, okay? But I want to start something new right now, okay? Also, I don't know, it seemed like we were super powerful and kind of done there, but maybe I was wrong? I don't know. You used to come from Escan, so it's cool if you claim back your ancestral land. I need to grab this. But where is exactly the border? Wild Hunt was the old Centaur leader. I'm aware. But then I checked, and this one seemed pretty cool. Because it says, reclaim the legacy of the Black Herd by Can you read this? I don't know if you can read this. Ever wondered how a Centaur wears pants? Front feet only, back feet only, halfway up the body on all four parts? Wait, what? No, Centaurs don't wear pants, they have fur. Admit you were drawn by the horse, sussy. No, I wasn't drawn to the horses by the... This is no furry nepotism nonsense. Okay, shit. Hey, anyway. It says, reclaim the legacy of the Black Herd by restoring the corpse-exploding spell, Mark Hantokron, descended to darkness with Baidelk II, as he seeks true mastery over life and death. Unite the Western Plains and subjugate the ogres, plundering their magic and experimenting on their cities. I thought this sounded pretty cool. So, we're doing this. I'm going into this mostly blind. I just took a look at their mission tree for a bit, but this looks pretty good. And the designer and coder is Blazify, and the writer is Parkour. There you go. We have a couple of ideas. We have 10%. I won't read these until we actually get them. We've got 10% shock damage, 10% morale of armies. We get some extra horde unity. We get army tradition, production efficiency, cav compatibility, tolerance of the true faith, and CCR, as well as AT from battles and land force limit as a tradition. So pretty good. Are going to be playing on very hard, and the start screen is on. Ironman mode is engaged, and let's go get going. Alright, hold on, maybe just Centaur. Actually name this and turn back on the chat on this. Turn off Colors Wastelands if you haven't already. I've already turned that off. Okay. Yeah, you can't play anbennar with Colored Wastelands because then you can't see the mountain. It's almost impossible to see how the dwarves should navigate if you have colored in wastelands. It's not possible. Okay, so there's gonna be a little bit of backstory here about the Centaurs. The Centaurs of the Forbidden Plains are ancient creatures, originally being Fae, having existed on Halan before the start of recorded history. In fact, Centaurs today no longer live in their homeland, the Deep Woods in Escan. In the Deep Woods in Escan, there's all the orcs now. The orcs are all in the Deep Woods. It's where left of the mountain that we were in the previous run. Which used to stretch all the way to the Great Woods in Gawad. It was Castan Beastbane who mercilessly slaughtered most of the non-human races in Canor, like the satyrs and gnolls. The centaurs almost went extinct in the Second Great Cleansing. However, survivors managed to escape to the Forbidden Plains, where they remain today. Their homeland is no longer recognizable, the majority of woods having been burned down. On the plane, I don't get this, so, because why would I come from a deep wood when I am a horse? Because a horse does well in the plains, and the Forbidden Plains seem much more like where we are supposed to have come from than a dense forest. Right? Fays are wild like that. Okay. In Harry Potter, they were in the Forbidden Woods. Yeah, but Harry Potter doesn't make any sense, because in Harry Potter, you could just shoot Voldemort with a gun, and then it's over. Like, why are you telling me, like, it doesn't make any sense. So they can still get hurt by physical things. The mages, the wizards in Harry Potter, they can, because, like, Harry Potter is always covered in bruises and shit. So why can't you just have a sniper on the roof and shoot Voldemort? So Harry Potter is never going to be any sort of like, oh, this makes sense. Because it doesn't. Harry Potter just doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Harry Potter's fucking stupid. It really is. So some things in Harry Potter make a lot of sense, and then other things just don't. So I think Harry Potter would make sense, but you would have to place it in a medieval setting and not in modern day. The fact that you put it in modern day makes it no sense, I think. Anyway, we're going on a tangent here. The Tan, thank you so for 49 months for a tip that is used, sir. Right. On the plains, the Centaurs have tried to establish a new homeland for themselves, pushing humans to live on the mainland to the lakes, where their descendants have formed the Triunic peoples. So basically, I don't know, can I move this? I can't move or resize this. You'll just have to believe me. Anyway, Centaurs are a typically quarrelsome race, having only been united twice by the Great Khans. The Great Khans. During their history on the plains, both times the clans have refractured due to the defeat at the hands of Triunic city-states. The most recent and most devastating invasion was the Great Incursion, which began in 1433 after Ashes and ended in 1440 after Ashes. The Centaurs took advantage of ancient Fey magic with the use of Centaur shamans, and the most frigid and harsh winter in Triunic history. The shamans locked ice bridges in place, allowing the Centaurs to swarm over the sea and attack the humans. However, the clever humans found out about the shamans and used any means necessary to slay them. In 1439 AA, the last shaman was killed and the invasion slowly dissipated as the ice bridges melted, causing the remaining warriors to be slaughtered. Now, you lead one of the many Centaur clans dreaming to unify your people once more. However, the humans have signed a Treaty of Unity, joining together in the ambitious Lake Federation. Oh, Great Khan, you must. Why do I have a feeling this is a mix between Irish and Mongolian? Oh, Great Khan, you must. You must crush these foolish dreams below the thunderous tremor of hundreds of thousands of hooves. Will you unite the clans and conquer once more, or will your wars cause the third great cleansing? Or perhaps you will succeed, only to fall apart, as a war lasts a little too long. May your enemies tremble before you and lay dying in regret for their savage actions annihilating your kind. The storm shall never end. Because it is. Okay. So there's a couple little things here. We are not going to disable any regions. We are going to put this on Mythical Conquerors. Turn them on. Turn on delayed. Back to main menu. Yes. And start. Okay, good. So, yeah, the Wild Hunt used to be the leader of all of the Centaur people. Which, if we can take a look over here. Can I do culture map modes? Yeah, okay, so all of these, look at all these. They used to be the leader. And we got defeated because we attacked these guys. I'm assuming we attacked these guys. Yeah. We attacked these little dudes. Which we also forced them to live on this island, and now we just periodically keep attacking them. Holy Roman Emperor, thank you so much for 57 months in a row. Tip, that is to you, sir. Anyway, we attacked them by building ice bridges over the water, which I don't really get because there's a land connection anyway. But I guess we needed more land connections. Or maybe it was too easy to hold us into a choke point or something. I don't know. Anyway, we used shamans to melt the ice, or freeze the ice into bridges. They killed the shamans, and now we all died. Anyway, the Wild Hunt is in trouble. That's basically that. And they're kind of dying. This is related to us. Okay, our clan has arrived. Fantastic. It is the end of an era for Centaur tribes. The Philisthuga and the Maleskuga texts led the packs into an incursion against the ogres, an event we took part in, whilst hoping to gain new lore, knowledge, and all the loot we could carry. The ogres are over here. We were wrong. Though the initial conflicts were a success for us, the other tribes grew too greedy and hastily attempted to move ahead, resulting in the recently crowned Ogre King destroying them in battle and ending any chance of us gaining anything in their realm. Our tribesmen barely escaped the ensuing chaos, with many of the mages in our ranks sacrificing themselves in battle so that the majority of the Black Herds could escape into the plains. When the Wild Hunt called for a similar incursion into the Lake Federation, some of our ranks ran east to join, and to our knowledge died a worthless death in a fool's war. The others, however, hid deep in the westernmost plains and bided their time, waiting for the inevitable collapse of the Wild Hunt. Our production came true around 3 years ago, and we have now gained control of a small piece of territory and re-established our fallen clan, led by one of the last remaining mages and the only remaining heir to the title of Storm King in our lands, Baldek II. Now he's 15. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. He read it like a minute ago, and now he's pretending he knows his stuff. Yeah, but that was different. That was different. That was a different story. Anyway. We will survive. Fantastic. So, let's go take a look. We have Centaur administration, which means we have minimum autonomy in territories going down. We can move our capital for cheapsies. We have envoy travel time and more caravan power. Very nice. Black Herd is quite short, by the way. I'm worrying Flurry will play till Artificers. What? We'll never play Artificers? I have no idea what you're talking about. 15-year horse is like an 80-year-old human? I don't know. Because it doesn't tell me anywhere how old a horse can get. I thought it said over here, but it doesn't. All the older shamans are dead. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. He's young because all the other shamans have been killed by the humans on this thing. They got, like, assassinated. Anyway, our military, we have cavalry to infantry ratio plus 50. Movement speed, cavalry shock flat, cavalry combat ability, and all that good stuff. So we're really good at that, and we're really bad at navies. Just the way I usually play EU4. Check history to see how old the previous rulers were. Oh, shit. I can't see. There are formables. Yeah, I can. I can't see any of the formables. Wait, is your initial province wrong culture? Yes. Yeah. Our initial province is not. Is a Teghud Centaur, and we're turning it into Ganzam Centaur. Which is these. Okay. So we're a bit of an outlier. Okay. Anywho. We're going to go set ourselves some rivals, because why not? And we are going to check this. Focused religious practice. And I'm pretty sure this just determines what I get from the Malika sect, but I have no idea. I haven't played with any of this. But from what I'm able to tell, the manpower recovery speed seems to be very important for us. Manpower recovery speed is important if you're doing horse only. Doesn't matter if you're playing some sort of fantasy game or if you're playing EU4 vanilla, because if you want to go full horse, you need to go full horse. And mercenaries tend to not be full horse. So you need to use actual manpower so you can choose what you build, so manpower recovery speed is a big fucking deal. Okay, now, I took a look at my mission tree, and it is telling me at a certain point that I need to not have monstrous tribes influence lower than 45. Okay, so my tribes need to be not very good. Okay, that's what we need. You can invite Skular, and then you can get more religious actions. Okay, but I don't think I can invite Skular. Because inviting Skular would involve me having clergy. Centaur religion is not the most intuitive. Okay. Anyway. We cannot give our monstrous tribes too much influence. In fact, they already have too much influence. I could give them share of the spoil so they're a bit more happy. That's pretty much it. I don't think we give them anything else. No. There is a button to invite. Okay. But... Oh! Okay. There is. Right, but I would need to... This is what I mean. I need to have 100 opinion of someone following the Idurga sect. So I'd have to find someone, a blue guy, and improve relations with them. Alright, fine. I got it on my way, okay? It's being worked on. Because when I'm looking at this, I feel like the merchant is the most... by far the most useful button. As I say that... we already have a merchant that's not doing anything. So I don't really need the merchant, do I? No. No, I don't. We might improve with someone else. I don't know. I don't... None of those bonuses particularly appeal to me. That's... Yeah, no, I don't particularly like any of that. Anyway, there's a bunch of estate privileges I need to give to my merchants. Reduced research regulations. Okay. Let's get that on the go. There's more. There's like... I need to basically give all of the correct estate privileges. I'm not going to read these too much. Seek magical advice and land... Seek magical advice. Land grant academies. Seek magical advice. Land grant academies. Yeah. Magocratic administration. I don't think I can do that. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So I've given them all the stuff that they need for the mission. Fantastic. You want to build a spy network with the ogres ASAP. Let's go take a look. The can is at advancing transmutation. So the can needs to learn transmutation. And I need to go find Damas Gubli. I'm just gonna do what it tells me to do. Ah, they need me to build a spy network. And I need to have invisibility active. Okay, we might end up doing that. First of all, let's go read this. When the great incursion swept into the valley of the ogres, it carried off more than our warriors. The elders, our greatest mages, and the living memory of the black herd galloped to their deaths, arcane secrets spilling out into the blood-soaked soil. Without their knowledge, our magic is hollow, and the few of us who remain, myself included, the 15-year-old kid, I guess, flounder without centuries of experience from which the elders drew. The damage is immense, but I will not allow our craft to die like this. I have gathered what remains, scraps of parchment, embellished stories of rituals, the half-remembered stories of failed apprentices. Piece by piece, we will rebuild that which wants to find us. And we need to go defeat the other clans in the herd. So I need to go kill this guy. Okay. Now, shouldn't I be able to make my ruler into a general? I guess not. Anywho, let's go study magic. For the ruler, I guess. No, he's not already one. No. We need to go study transmutation, yeah? But I think we do evocation first. Because I'll need to study a lot, and if I do evocation first, I can summon familiars. Oh, that's only for a state experience. That's only for a state experience. We don't need to do that. Am I a secret cavern enjoyer? There's nothing secret about it. I've always loved horses. There's this comment about furry nepotism. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, okay, let's go study transmutation. Okay. Fantastic. I'm not gonna sell because I need these guys to have lower influence. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna lower... How the bullshit am I supposed to lower my monster's influence? I mean, I guess I can seize land, and we can slowly start to wean them off. Government reform? Yeah. Oh, yeah, the government reform. So we are a Centaur candidate, which means, I don't understand what any of this means. There's a government reform with -10? Okay. Upon moving the capital there... Oh. Well, that looks pretty good. Okay. So we have a bit of a problem, because we're playing on very hard difficulty. I boarded these people. You also have to do at least 4 missions for the mages, no? Right, fuck, do I? Two agendas for the mages completed. 4 agendas for the mages completed. And I don't have the automatic shit. Okay, fuck. But, hold on. What happens first? Huh. I feel like I should kill this guy quickly, because apparently I need to find myself a cave where I can study my my dark magic. If you are to recover our magical knowledge, a place to test our spells is required. Study and theory is critical, of course, but the messy work of iteration is quite destructive for all kinds of spells, blah blah blah, intend to work, focus on. And it would be wasteful for any lives to be lost beyond those we intend. Distance from prying eyes is also essential. Yeah, I need a laboratory. And seeing as how the science shit is gonna take a while. Yeah, regardless, I need to... I don't need to lower their influence for a while. So we can just do the agendas. What? I need a spy network of 50 on the... What? Bruh. Well, I can't kill him now, then. This is kind of awkward, not gonna lie. We don't make any money either, so I kind of have to fight. You can complete that with illusion rank 1 spell. How much mana do I have? 1. Illusion. Okay, but it's gonna take... Oh, and then we base race him. Okay, fine. Let's unpause, see what happens. Oh, Brad and Circuses. Wait, what? Did I not check the right one? Oh! Yeah, but no, because if I fight them, we're gonna fail it. And if I fight these, I want to eat them. But yeah, I will use Illusion rank 1. And then I'll have the spy network. And then I will fight these people by just being a doozy, right? I'm probably just gonna get decked here though. Like I don't feel comfortable not having more troops. Do they have CBs? I mean, yeah, they do. They all have CBs on us. And we don't have feudalism. Do we have a good place to dev? Forbidden lands? Minimum local autonomy 100? Wild and untamed? The fuck? Oh, I see. So if it's inside of my... Okay, that only affects non-centaur. Okay, thank God. There's a gold province down south. Let's go take a look. Oh, that's way down south, dude. Ooh, there's coal there. Anyway. What's all this? Oh, nice. Cut the red tape. Yeah, sure. Yeah. There's Damstar in the north. Damistia. Damistia. I don't see Damistia. I don't see Damistia. Where do you see the Damistia? Damistia? I only see cows, man. What north? I don't see any Damistia. Oh, there will be later. Yeah. Spoilers. Seriously though, I don't know how to get out of this because I was really hoping I could make my leader into a general, but I can't. He's not a general. I can't make him... The clan government type does not allow rulers to lead armies. Also, what's the life expectancy of a centaur? Does anybody know? Not cows, man. Centaurs. No. Those are definitely sheep. I think it's the same as humans. Human length. Oh, man. Fuck. That's not good. What's my AT? 11. Oh, man. I'm so fucked. I don't have money. This guy's instantly getting guaranteed. What do we do here? Yeah, I'll go make myself a leader. You need to, like, fight wars. I know, but, like... I don't have a merc company available, and everyone outnumbers me 5 to 1. So... I know, like, what you, like, mean, right? Like... But, like... I also, like, don't have, like, infinite, like, money, like, right? Like... So, like... How? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, building up a Spine-Evergon Nightmare, and we're also going to build up a Spine-Evergon Magarma, which I believe is then the Ogre King. But, who is this? This guy. Ogre King. Yeah, because he owns all those. Yeah, that's the Ogre King, okay. Thunderdome, but it's a bull. Yeah. I'm surprised they're not getting friends. Yeah, once I have 11 units, I will just try and base race this guy. So, can I get, like, vassals? Or is that not a good idea? I don't really know what would be the good idea here. Yes, but not worth. So, we just get monarch points, but then do we dev this? Seems like such a bad place to dev. But if I do dev, we could get feudalism. I mean, I don't see any way we get feudalism otherwise. We could ask it. Dev the Dark Cave. This thing? Or do you mean a location called literally the dev? One of them is good for force and we can't integrate because no dip rep. Milk that cow dry, but please make sure it's not a bull. No, you can't really ask for it. Yeah, okay. But then this place seems even shittier to dev, man. Ivory, though. Ogres have some good land, but how do I get over to ogres, man? Oh, shit. Huh? But you were guaranteed by Battle Song, and now Battle Song just decks him? Okay, well, so much for that guy. And he's fighting Nightmare now. Oh no, a Nightmare is now dying. Shit, they're all dying. He was a good horse. Yeah, he was. That's a bit of a nightmare. But who are you dying to? That guy. Okay, well, I foresee a lot of good things happening here. But... seems to me... I want to know how much magic I have. 10. Yeah, that's not quite enough. Okay. What do we do first here? I think we fight this guy first. He doesn't walk into us, and we're gonna turn this on to Defense Edict. Centaurs don't have allies, if you didn't know. Really? Wait, what? Oh! Oh, then I can be a lot less stressful about this whole thing. That's so cool, man. Oh my god. No, I did not know that. Excited for the World Cup? No. No, not really. Okay. Okay, I didn't expect him to go there. I kind of wanted him to go into my capital. I don't know why he would... That's a 40-foot if I ever saw one. I really was kind of just expecting it would just go for my capital. instead of walking into us. I don't know why he would do that. Alright, but I'm gonna roll like a god and we're gonna win anyway. Yeah, so far it's so good. Okay, never mind. God fucking damn it. Yeah, no, that's definitely game over. Maybe we should have tried walking off of our location real quick. Surprised we were in stack wipe there, because you didn't have double the units. Yeah, you know what? For any emphasis of saving time, I'm just gonna burn that. Can he annex you? It's humiliate war. I can always peace out, but I don't want to have to do all my, he can totally annex me. There used to be a time where you could, no!